Darling, why are you looking at me so funny?
Sir, we need to talk.
Okay.
I really hate to have to say this to you, but I have some important and serious questions I have to ask you.
So, what was it you wanted to talk about?
Well, last night when I was visiting someone, you sent me a text that made me feel a bit uncomfortable, so I wanted to talk about what that was all about.
Visiting someone? That the reason I'm so concerned about you is because I want the absolute best for you, and that even though it may seem a bit overbearing, I always have the best intentions for you. I'm really sorry that you had to feel any mistrust towards me. I deeply regret having made you feel that way. I hope you can forgive me.
Aw, Coach Richard, you've been so kind and supportive to me for the past few years, so it'd be pretty selfish of me not to forgive you. So yeah, I totes forgive you.
Thanks, Debbie. That means a lot. It's such special times we have together. And they'll stay that way as long as whoever that worthless piece of garbage was that convinced her to go out on her own doesn't keep poisoning her brain! Oh, Debbie, darling, are you okay in there?
Yeah, I'm just getting changed. It might be a while.
Okay, that's good. I was just checking on you. No need to rush, okay? Now's the perfect time to take out the trash. She left her phone out here. How convenient and naive. Now let's see if this old brain can figure out this newfangled technology. Such a weird lock screen. Lock code. What was it again? Oh, right, of course. In we go. Calls. Recents. She said his name was Jason. Bingo. Time to show this cuckold who's really in charge. Man, I really need to get some exercise to not feel so tight in the winter. Oh, I should probably do a load of laundry now. Whoa. My phone? Who could that be? Oh, it's Debbie. Hello? Hello there, good sir. May I speak to Jason, please? Speaking. Who is this?
Oh, well, I'm Debbie's acting coach, Coach Richard. I'm surprised she hasn't mentioned me to you. She's got quite the talent.
Oh, well, thanks for doing so much to help her out with her goals. She's always been such a good friend to me, so I appreciate that you've been helping her so much. Well, I appreciate your kind words. But why are you calling me now? It's about Debbie. There's something very difficult that I have to tell you. I really hate to be the one to tell you this. She's dead! What? No. No, you can't be serious. Don't joke about things like that. Why would you even say that? It can't be true, can it? It was pretty tragic. She was on the set of a really action-packed movie that she was about to star in, and she didn't seem to be concentrating very much on her surroundings, and, well, she had to do a lot of stunts in this movie. Fortunately, there was an accident, and it took her life. I'm so sorry. I don't understand. Why would that even happen? I'm sorry. I don't know what, well, I'm glad she died doing what she loved doing.
What am I saying?
That didn't come out as intended. I'm sorry. It's okay, I understand. It's a lot to take in at once. I had a hard time too at first. Why did it have to happen to her? She's so young. She had a whole life ahead of her. There was just so much I wanted to say, so much more I wanted to do, and just all of a sudden, hearing about this from someone, it doesn't feel right.
Jason, it's perfectly normal to have feelings after something like this happens. I actually feel pretty rotten, like I could have prevented this from happening.
No, it's okay. It's nobody's fault. Well, I really hate to play the devil's advocate here, but is it possible that maybe it could be your fault? Wait a minute. How could it be my fault? Why would you even say such a thing? That doesn't make any sense. You're right, I'm sorry. I worded that terribly. What I mean to say is that, as I already told you before, the stunt she was doing required the utmost concentration, so any distractions or idle thoughts or people she might have been thinking about could have made her not nearly as focused as she should have been. Now, if I were her, I definitely wouldn't have chose such a risky role, but she insisted, so I let her try it. So you mean I might have made her lose concentration? And that might have helped it happen?
Well, that's a pretty harsh way to put it, but yeah, something like that.
I'm sorry, I can't talk anymore. This loss weighs heavy on my heart, too. I have to go. Thanks for telling me. Bye. Hook, line, and sinker. Now, to do with the other half of the problem. Rising Star?
Yes, Coach Richard, I'm almost done.
Can you come in here? There's something really important I need to discuss with you. No, 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 this can't be happening. It can't be. It can't be happening. Why? Why did this have to happen? No, it's not happening. It is. It's not. No. Why? It's all my fault. I caused it. No. I shouldn't even make videos anymore. Why did I bother? Oh, Debbie, darling. You know it pains me to see you in such a sad state. But I can't blame you considering what news I just had to convey to you. This loss definitely weighs heavy on both our hearts. But it really makes you wonder, what could have caused him to do such reckless behavior like that proved to be so fatal?
Seriously? How could you say something like that at a time like this?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be insensitive, but I'm just trying to figure out why that would happen. You know how men can be. They have a pretty one-track mind. Like if they want something or someone, they'll pretty much do anything to try to receive it or impress the person.
What?
I'm sure you understand from past experiences.
I know, but I don't understand. Why do you have to go and die?
I understand. Take all the time you need to process this. In fact, you don't need to film anymore tonight. You can go home. I'll check on you later, okay? Impaler! Yeah, boss. Oh, so you are here. I'm gonna need your special services again. Oh, I'm more than ready. Kept Lucille here sharp just for this very occasion. This victim goes by Jason Roberts. You can figure out the rest. Jason Roberts? Sir, why would you want to... Excuse me? Are you questioning me? Need I remind you of the debt that you still owe me? No, sir.
I'm not questioning you. I'll get the job done. You can count on it.
That's a good boy. You better go through with it like your life depends on it, because it kinda does.
And make it snappy!
Don't worry, my rising star. Our perfect life is another step closer. It will happen.